Good morning. Happy Monday, Mindful Monday. Today's message is to ask for some stinking help. I don't know why we do this. Women, I think, are worse than men, but we don't ask for help. We try to do it all. We say yes to everything. We don't set boundaries, and then we're drowning, and we don't ask for help. I don't know. Is it because you think if I ask for help, I'm not good enough? I don't know what it is. And I've been trying to do this work myself as well. I'm going to just listen to Jamie Kern Lima on the Power of Positive Summit by John Gordon. And she was talking about how life isn't meant to do alone. You're not supposed to do this life alone, and it's okay to ask for help. Now, obviously, there's power to trying something new and having to navigate that newness and learn how to make that work and figure things out and stuff. But there's still a time when you need to just throw in the towel and ask for help. And it doesn't mean you're not enough. It doesn't mean you're not good enough. It doesn't mean you failed. We're supposed to have a village that helps. And, what's crazy is, if anyone in your circle asked for help, you would stop and help them right away. You wouldn't think another thing about it. You wouldn't think, oh, they're asking me for help, so wow, they're not good enough, right? And then we do this to ourselves. When we need help, instead of inconveniencing someone, instead of asking someone, we're like, oh, I'll do it myself. And it might be on the smallest thing, and when you start to carry that, and then you're carrying all these different things that you need to either delegate or ask for help with, it tends to be a heavy load. I was in a workshop once, and they were talking about just our workbook. They were like, hold it above your head. It's not heavy, is it? Now, could you imagine if you held for 10 minutes, a day, a week? That starts to build up. That's kind of like when you have things that you need help with, and you're just trying to navigate it, trying to figure it out, and you're not delegating, you're not asking for help, and then it gets too heavy, and that causes overwhelm and stress and anxiety, when really it's just a simple ask for help. You're not a bad mom if you call your mom or your mother-in-law and say, hey, I need you to take the kids for a second, or even your husband. You're not a bad person if you ask for help, if you take a day off, if you whatever it is, delegate. Okay, so know your skills and strengths, know your weaknesses, be self-aware. Don't give up on a challenge if it's something that you're trying to learn. I've been trying to add music to my podcast now for some time, and it's just been hard. But that wasn't something that I wanted to ask for help because I wanted to figure it out for me. Not the same thing as calling my mother-in-law and saying, hey, I need you to take MacGyver for a second. I need some time to work on something or whatnot. So know that you'll drop anything to help others, and you don't judge people, okay? If a friend asks for help, you're not like, oh my gosh, can you believe that she couldn't do that? No, you just help because that's what we do. So don't be scared to ask for help yourself, okay? So if you just get quiet for a second and think about what you need to ask for help with, it could be the smallest thing. I've been trying to write something, and I am not a wordy person. I am like, the dog is brown, done. And so if I have to write anything with some fluff, if I have to write anything that has to sound super professional and fancy, it's just not my area. I haven't given it time to try to make it my area because I'm okay with that, but I have friends that can just whip stuff up that's wordy. Great. So I asked for help, and I had been sitting on this project for longer than I want to admit, and I finally just was like, hey, help me crank this out, because I can just give you some ideas and you can just blah beautifulness, and that's not my jam. And so I asked for help, and I've never felt so good about it. Holy cow. But even stuff as deep as, Jamie Kern Lima was talking about, she couldn't conceive a baby, and she finally asked for help, and she got a surrogate. Wow. That's a hard thing to ask for help with. I went from writing a paragraph to having a baby, but still, wherever you are with asking for help, identify it and just do it. Just ask for help, because you'll help someone else. That's what makes this world go round. Okay, so have a good Monday. Identify where you need to ask for help, and then do it. And don't feel bad. It's not one of those ask for help and then apologize the whole time and then apologize again later and sorry I inconvenient. Just ask for help. Do it. Okay. Have a good day, guys.